What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to day 12 of 3D printing. First off, look at that cool sign my wife made for me. Fantastic. But let's get on with some 3D printing stuff that we're going to fix. Now, one common problem that I see kind of on Facebook or on some forums or some things like that is my part came in way too small, or when I imported the part, it didn't import at all. So here's the problem. When you import models into Cura, it will automatically assume the units are in millimeters. And this file that I pulled from online is not. This is a battery holder for a tool, and it's in standard. So that tells me that when this model was made, it was made in inches. But I don't have access to that model or to that original file to change it or modify it. If you want to make this kind of easier on yourself, if you're designing stuff, change your export settings from over usually to inches to millimeters. Because what happens is that Cura right here assumes, since all units are in millimeters, this thing, instead of coming out, let's say 1 inch wide, it thinks it's 1 millimeter wide. How do we fix that in Cura if we don't have access to the original files? We're going to go over here to scale, and we're going to change that scale to 2,540%. And what this is that's the ratio percentage between from inches to millimeters, is that we need to blow this up 2,540%. And then we can orient this how it's for a better print. So I'm going to put this on its back. So we're going to rotate it. Click the rotate button. We're going to go around 180 degrees. And there we go. The rest of my settings should be fine as far as temperature, adhesion plates, and things like that. We are most likely going to need a little bit of support here because we do have an overhang that's not supported on the other side. There's no bridge. So I'm going to have supports here that I will knock out. Speaking of that, let's change gears a little bit and talk a little bit more about tools. End of the last video talking about tools, I found two things that I didn't realize how much I would be using. So I bought a 3D printing tool kit. They're kind of about all the same. When you look at 3D printing tool kits, you've got like ones that are in the $25 range all the way up to like the $65, $75 range. But this kind of tool here is phenomenal. Because what I was doing is I was using whatever tool I could find nearby to break away my supports. And I was either marring up the system or creating scuffs or things like that, or it wasn't flexible enough and I was actually damaging my tool. So what I found out is that these little picks are wonderful. They're just thick enough to where they won't flex when you're trying to break away supports. And some of them do have, in this kit I bought, a sharpened edge, so if you're trying to actually cut away supports, works wonderfully. I didn't realize how much I was going to be using them, but now in my last 10 or so prints, I've almost always pulled this toolkit out to break away my supports. And the other thing that came in with this kit that I didn't think would be as cool, it's like, oh, whatever, it's needle nose pliers. I didn't think about this until it showed up. These have no edges. It's a smooth surface for that needle nose pliers. This smooth surface prevents me from marring my 3D prints. So between those two things, my downtime after a print is finished has extremely sped up as far as breaking away supports go. So I'd recommend, if you're looking into any 3D printing tools to kind of make your job a little bit easier, these little micro tools work wonderfully. All right, guys, there we go. We have gone from looking how to convert from inches to millimeters. You could do the same thing for centimeters. You would need to bump that up. I believe it's going to be 1,000%. But in any case, there you go. All right, you guys are awesome. Stay awesome. And watch me print this part. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.